What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Sports Basement. My name is Zach, here with Rahman and Ronoldy, and our special guest this week, Eric. Rahman, what's our first game?
Our first game is Colts-Texans in Houston.
Tonight?
That's tonight.
Ronoldy, who you got?
Oh, you know what? This is going to be a great game. Division rivals. Both teams playing pretty good football. Houston coming off a tough loss. Indy coming off a big win defensively. And you know what? Andrew Luck is Andrew Luck. J.J. Watt is J.J. Watt. But who's the bigger man here? Most people say J.J. Watt, but you're wrong. It's Andrew Luck. He's the number one passer in the NFL with over 1,600 yards passing. Over that. And the guy's just been phenomenal. They're the number one passing team in the NFL. They score a lot of points, tied for first. How are you going to stop that, Houston? I don't think you have the answer. Indy. Who do you got, Zach?
I'm going to go with Indy, too. I mean, they shut down a really high-powered Ravens offense last week. They shut down Steve Smith. The defense has been really good. You know, same thing with their offense. They've been doing what they've doing best. I'm biased as possible, Rahman.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, offense has been really great, and I just think the Colts got this one. I just think that their offense is too great. The defense is on a roll.
You got it, Ron.
I personally agree with Zach and Ronoldy as well. Andrew Luck throwing for over 1,600 yards. He only has 6 interceptions and 14 touchdown passes. I feel like he has what it takes
He is the man.
To win this game.
He is Luck.
What about you, Eric?
Well, for me, I disagree with all three of you guys because Texans are just coming off a great game against the Cowboys, and I think they hopes to refocus and get back on track against this game, Thursday Night Football against the Indianapolis Colts. And I believe in Romeo Crennel and his defense, and I strongly will believe that J.D. Watt will have 3 sacks, and Arian Foster will have over 200 yards.
Arian Foster having over 200 yards? I mean, don't get me wrong. Arian Foster's a beast and all. Actually, he's number 3 in rushing in the league with over 400 yards rushing behind Le'Veon Bell and DeMarco Murray. But 200 yards, Eric, I know you're our guest and all, but man, that's crazy. I just don't think that Arian Foster has what it takes to carry his team on his back against a high-powered offense like Indy's. They might
No DeMarco Murray.
No DeMarco Murray. And not only that, how are you going to stop Luck? Luck can score 30 points at will. Any given moment, he can score 30 points. How are you going to stop it? How are you going to do it? They don't have the answer. And you know what? All due respect, I don't agree with you, Eric. But let's move on to the next game. What we got?
We got Patriots and Bills, Buffalo.
Patriots and Bills.
The Bills of Buffalo.
Bills, they're playing in Buffalo. Division rivalry. Another good division game. The Bills are the Bills. I said this last week. Kyle Orton's playing. They won last week. They got lucky. Bad kicking game for Detroit. They actually fired that kicker. And now I'm just left here with a team that can't really score. And then I got the Patriots. Started off shaky first few games. They got blown out by Kansas City. Then they come back, go to Foxborough, played the best team in the NFL, arguably. They are the most complete team in Cincinnati. And they just destroyed them. They couldn't run it. They couldn't throw it. Cincinnati couldn't do anything. But the Patriots might be back. Tom Brady had that look in his eye like, let's go do it, guys. What are we sitting around here for? I got to go with Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and their history and their greatness because they're back and ready to win games. Who do you have here, Zach?
The only reason why the Bills won last week is because Lions kicker, I mean, he was terrible. He was dropped the next day. I got to go with the Patriots. They've just been playing really good football, especially last week. I thought Bengals won the most complete teams in the NFL.
Yep.
They were supposed to go 4-0. That didn't happen. Played really great
Pretty
football
upsetting
last
for
week.
me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I gotta go with the Patriots.
I'm going to go with the Patriots, and they're going to come back from their early losses in the season.
Yep.
They're going to just keep racking them up from here, honestly. Possibly not like, oh my God, they're going to win the rest of the games in the season. Obviously not, but
They can do it. They are the Patriots.
they can do it. Tom Brady is still Tom Brady.
He sure is. What do you think here, Eric?
I believe that Tom Brady is Tom Brady, but I don't think he's going to beat the Bills because every time these two teams play, majority of the wins goes to the Bills. And I believe Fred Jackson and C.J. Spiller will have a huge game, and I believe Kyle Orton will lead his team to another victory also, and I really believe in that defense.
You believe in the Bills' defense, Eric? You really believe in them?
Yes.
You believe in them?
They got a good D-line.
They do have a good D-line. But do you believe in their offense?
I think it'll step up.
Do you think that their offense is going to
every time these two teams play?
The New
every
England
time
Patriots,
these two teams play, they're close games.
they are
But
close games.
Bills
I
come
can't
down
argue with
top.
that. I do remember the Bills beating them in back-to-back years at least one time. Ryan Fitzpatrick did it. E.J. Manuel had to do it. Now we got Cal Orton over there. I just don't think that that the Bills have the passing game to beat the Patriots. The Patriots are number 3 in pass defense. The Bills are absolutely terrible in the air. They're not going to win that game because of that reason, man. Yeah, they might be able to run the ball, but how far is that going to go? I don't think they're going to run all over the Patriots. They just don't have the team. I respect you, but I disagree with you. And we all are over here. Rahman, you said Patriots?
Yeah.
Rahman got Patriots. Zach, you got Patriots?
Absolutely.
I have Patriots, and our special guest, Eric, has the Bills. Next game, Rahman.
Next game, it's Panthers and Bengals, and they're actually both first in their divisions, respectively.
Wow. The Panthers are first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. The reason why I'm questioning the Panthers being first is because the Panthers haven't been playing good football this season. They actually been slow to start on offense, and their defense been shaky from time to time. They had a huge win last week against Chicago. This is actually going to be a pretty good game. We got the Panthers and the who? Bengals. Oh man, this is going to be tough. You know what? I'm gonna let Eric, our special guest, get into this game first. What do you got here, Eric?
Clearly, I will be taking the Bengals on this one because I don't think Carolina secondary has what it takes. But I know AJ Green ain't playing this game, but I believe they still will pull out with a win, and their defense will step up from that loss against the Patriots. And George Aloka, the safety, I think he'll be pretty good.
Zach, who do you have?
I'm going to go with the Panthers in this one, mainly because of AJ Green is out. He's absent. So that plays a huge part in this game, I believe. And I just think that the Panthers defense is going to step it up. They played a great game last week. I think it's going to be a close game, but Panthers come out on top.
Wow, that's a bold prediction right there, if you ask me. Who do you got here, Rahman?
I'm going to go with the Bengals again for the same reason. I feel like they lost last week because, the Patriots had to come back. Like,
all right.
Come on, everybody was looking down on them. They had to get their name back as the Patriots. So I feel like that was just a bum game.
It was going to happen regardless. That's what you're trying to say?
It was a bum game.
I get what you're saying there.
For the Bengals, and the Bengals are going to take it here.
I haven't made my decision yet, but here it is. The last 2 weeks, I picked the Panthers. 1 loss, 1 win. This week, I'm not going to do the same thing. I am going with the Bengals. The Bengals. They are just the most complete team. And like Rahman said, it was destiny for the Patriots. There was no way that the Patriots were going to let themselves lose back-to-back games in that fashion. Instead, they had to give out a butt whooping after they received one. I wish they didn't win that game either, but I wish they didn't win the game too. But the Patriots are the Patriots, but the Bengals will bounce back and get this win and get their team back going, even though AJ Green is out. I still have to go with the Bengals. Next game, Rahman.
There's just some games that I just tend to laugh at in the schedule, and this is one of them. Steelers and the Browns.
Steelers and Browns. I don't think you laugh about this. That's not a laughable game. I don't know what you're laughing at.
Game.
I mean,
why is it a laughable game?
I just want to hear his prediction.
Rahman, we got you. Why is this laughable? Who you got?
I mean, the Steelers,
who you got?
Neither of these teams are, shining to me. I don't even want to watch this game.
Please speak.
That's what makes it a good game.
This game is going to be a great game. Probably the best game on TV. It's one of those best games. Rahman, disagree with you on this one because this is a division rivalry, and the Cleveland Browns have lost games this season, but they've won games this season, and they've all been close. They come to play every single week of football, and Brian Hoyer is surprisingly ahead of Tom Brady and Tony Romo in fantasy right now. I know it's just fantasy, but that means that he's playing great football. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers, they have a problem. They don't know how to finish games. The Cleveland Browns and the Cleveland Browns and Brian Hoyer, they do know how to finish games. Now, who's going to win this game?
Look at last week.
Last week, they had their biggest comeback in their history with Brian Hoyer as the quarterback, and I love Brian Hoyer. I absolutely love the guy. I love that Johnny Manziel's taking a seat. And you know what? The Steelers, they barely won against Jacksonville. If they didn't get that interception, I think they would have lost. I am going to go with the Browns. Brian Hoyer, let's go, Cleveland. Who you got?
I
Zach?
just don't understand the passion with this one.
Passion is there. It's a rivalry game.
I want to hear Rahman's pick before I pick mine. What's your pick?
Who do you have?
My pick, I'm going to go with Cleveland. Steelers not showing up, in my opinion. I'm going to go with Cleveland. They showed up.
Zach?
They got that comeback. But, again, I'm not too interested in this game.
Zach?
I'm going to go with the Steelers. I just believe in Big Ben. I think he's going to have a big game. The defense isn't that bad. I think that they can overcome the Browns. No problem.
Well, the game is in Cleveland, so Eric.
Doesn't matter.
Eric, who do you have?
I'm going to take Cleveland Browns. I believe Brian Hoyer is the future of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I believe the Cleveland Browns defense are good when they're home. And I believe they'll sack Ben Roethlisberger multiple times.
Wow.
And I believe Cleveland Browns.
All the way?
All the way.
All the way. Well, I like your statement right there because I love Brian Hoyer and I don't like Johnny Manziel too much.
All right. We're over this game.
No, we're not.
Packers Dolphins. This is a better
game.
A better game? What are you talking about?
The Packers versus the Dolphins? Are you kidding me?
I love to watch the Packers.
The Packers Dolphins?
Packers Green Bay, Ronoldy.
Yes.
I mean Packers Detroit.
Packers Detroit?
It's Packers Dolphins.
Packers Dolphins.
Packers Dolphins. Get the game right.
Packers.
That's what I said.
Packers Dolphins.
Packers
Okay.
Dolphins. All right. Packers Dolphins. So after we got that mixed up, and Rahman rudely interrupted me, but it's okay. It's all good there. No hard feelings. We got the Packers and Dolphins.
Wait. Why do you get to go first all the time? How about I go first? Let me go first.
Then take the lead.
Let me go first. I'll take the lead.
I want you to bash Rahman because I just don't like what he said.
First of all,
this is not a better game.
This is not a better game. This is not a better game by any standards at all.
How?
Second of all, Green Bay's going to win because Aaron Rodgers and that offense are beast mode. Absolutely beast mode.
I agree with this is good game. This is not as good a game as Cleveland. And I don't agree with you saying that the Packers are going to win. The Dolphins will win this game. Why will the Dolphins win this game? Because the Packers, I'm not sold. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. He's one of the top 3 or 4 in the NFL. But there's just something about the Packers that I don't like. They just have that edge, that look, that feel that I don't like picking them. I'm not comfortable picking them. Hate the Dolphins. Going with the Dolphins, though. Eric?
I'm taking Green Bay here. 5 words, RELAX, in the words of Aaron Rodgers. I believe he's the best quarterback in the NFL, and I believe Eddie Lacy will have 100-plus yards.
Eddie Lacy with 100-plus yards. All right. Rahman?
I already gave my prediction.
You said Green Bay. Next game.
Now we have Detroit in Minnesota.
Ooh, Detroit, Minnesota.
All right.
I'm going to actually pass it to Eric. Eric, who do you got?
I'm taking Minnesota because I don't think Calvin Johnson's playing this game.
He's not.
And I believe Teddy Bridgewater and Matt Asiata and Jerry McKinnon will have a good game. And I believe the Vikings defense
will step up.
Yep.
All right. Rahman?
This is Teddy Bridgewater's first game coming back, right? Well,
off the injury.
Off the injury is what I meant. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Teddy Bridgewater. He's my favorite rookie in this draft class.
Likewise.
But I don't want to be biased. I feel like he has a lot of potential as a quarterback. He just looks like an overall great player to me. He has a lot of potential in this league.
Zach?
No Calvin Johnson, no win. I'm going with the Vikings.
No Calvin Johnson, no win. I like what you're saying. I don't think that even if Calvin Johnson was there, because he's not healthy, even if he was playing, I still think that the Vikings would have won this game, and they will win this game. Teddy Bridgewater is a great rookie quarterback. The guy is phenomenal. As long as he keeps those gloves on, he'll be playing good football. And I'm pretty sure the gloves are going to stay on. So I got to stick with the Vikings in this one. Next game, Rahman.
We were actually all in agreement in that last game.
Surprisingly.
First time.
First time
today.
so far.
All right, here we go.
Now we have the Denver Broncos versus the New York Jets.
All right. I'm going to let somebody else take the lead on this one. I'm going to pass it over to Zach.
Let me take the lead. Is this even a question? The Jets are going to win. Nah, I'm like kidding. Denver's going to kick the crap out of them.
All right, Rahman.
Rahman's giving you like,
Rahman's giving me that look like he's got Denver all the way.
It's in Denver.
No, it's in New York.
No,
this game is in New York.
Okay, does it make a difference?
Does it really matter?
Rahman's going with Denver.
You pick New York.